Welcome back, guys, to another video. You might be thinking about the title, reverse diet, 4 years competing. The show's off, unfortunately. Those of you who follow me on Instagram would have seen, obviously I got a leg injury in the gym last Wednesday, right at the top of my quad. So I can't bend my leg properly or put any pressure on my leg, which is fucking annoying. So they think I've got a small tear in right at the top of my quad, basically. So no leg training, no cardio, nothing intense. I can walk on it now pretty well. So they said, if you can, obviously get some movement in because it's gonna help it not seize up. So yeah, today's video is reverse diet time. Today we're gonna go through all of my reverse diet food, similar to what I've been having, pretty much. I'm gonna go over what I was having for my show, or on prep, sorry, and then I'm gonna go over what I'm having now, obviously, so you can see the kind of difference and the swinging calories and the macros. But we're gonna start off like we do every morning with morning sups. So Digest Max. So this has something called psyllium husk in it. It's really, really good when you're dieting. You struggle going to the toilet because obviously food's low, fiber's low, stuff like that. But it also helps with shuttling nutrients around when food is high as well. So I'm keeping this in the reverse diet phase, just to help with shuttling all the food around and just digestion in general. Hydromax, staple. I have this in every drink I have, and in every bottle I have, a scoop of Hydromax goes in because you need to hydrate, and I sweat a lot, so I have it all day basically. But yeah, so I'm gonna take the morning sups, keep on top of health, and then we are gonna go out for a morning walk. So that's one thing I can kind of keep up now. I didn't move for probably 4 days, and it did help my leg, but I need to get some movement in. So that's one thing I can do now, is walk on it decently. So I'm gonna get back into my normal routine, back on the fasted walks. Because I can't do cardio in the gym, I'm gonna basically just do a walk, 25-minute walk in the gym after I train, just to keep up the output and the movement. I don't want to just get bang on a load of weight unnecessarily. So keeping my output nice and high is going to help with that. So we've got all the morning sups going in. So we've got this one, these two as well. So all the kind of health supplements are going in. I've still got Clen T3, T4 in at the minute. I'm just tapering that out. So it's not just a big crash on my hormones. And then we're gonna get out, go for a big long walk before we have meal one. And then we'll go from there. So yeah, guys, the show's off, but I'm a big believer of everything happens for a reason. Still can't really tense my quad properly neither. So obviously it doesn't help, but yeah, big believer of everything happens for a reason. So we just move past it. Obviously it was gutting, it was devastating, but it's one of them things, can't be helped. I don't want to make the injury worse, just trying to push through and then not be able to bring my best at the stage and end up doing shit, because I think that would fucking affect me even more. So yeah, we're just going to play the sensible game and not be stupid, basically. And then the plan of action is to keep it as tight as possible over the next few months into the new year, and then go for an early prep next year. Get on stage around April time when shows start, so it'll be an easier prep because I'm going to be much leaner. So yeah, that is the plan of action. But yeah, we're going to go out get some morning steps in, and we'll come back for meal one. So, just out, morning walk. We're going to the Stretch Tree. So if you've not seen my stories, 2.5k steps there, 2.5k back. So 5k steps boxed off before meal one. And yeah, it's fucking cold still. It's one thing I don't like about being lean is how cold you are. I don't know how you girls do it. My missus is always freezing, and I don't know how you cope, because I can't stand it. But yeah, normal routine. The leg feels okay when I'm walking on kind of flat surfaces, which is good for where I'm walking. There's just like a small incline that niggles it a little bit on the way up, but other than that it's just all flat, so able to get some steps in without aggravating it too much. And then today we're going to go and train pull, so I'm going to record some of the session as well. Just gotta be careful with my leg, like getting under the machines and stuff. Can't really bend it, so I've got to keep my leg straight whilst I'm doing it. So it's a bit awkward, so we'll see how we get on, but need to get into the gym, push some of this food about. So yeah, we're going to take you on a pull session, but yeah, box off these steps and I'll take you through my meal one. Okay, we're back for meal one. So first things first, you know the drill. We've got oats, my favourite. So instead of, I was having 60 gram about 10 days ago. Now we're having 120 gram of oats. So a big, basically double increase of oats. Next, honey. So I was having 10 gram. Now I'm going to have 20 gram of honey. 20 gram honey. Again, I was having 10 gram dark chocolate. Can you guess? 20 gram now. So we've doubled those. Additionals, Whole Earth peanut butter, the best peanut butter you can get. 15 gram of this. Additional, we've got some strawberry jam. I just get the fucking really cheap one. It's got no bits in it. And it tastes banging. So we do 30 gram of jam. How to fucking get it bang on. That'll do. 20 gram. So that's those. Pink salt as always. $10 grams of pink salt. Then we've got whey protein. So 80 grams of whey protein. $80 grams of whey protein, and then as always 100 grams of strawberries in here as well, and that will complete the bowl. And then because this will be my pre-workout meal, I'm having a banana as well. but I just have that on the side, and then a black coffee as well. So bash all these in. So as you can see, it's a lot bigger than what I was having. So I was still having 80 gram of whey protein and 100 gram of berries. But the other stuff, obviously I've added some additionals in, and obviously the stuff I was having, like the oats, the dark chocolate, the honey, I've doubled both. So big difference on calories here. So that is the bowl, it's the banana, and then black coffee. Big hefty black coffee. And then all we do, kettle's boiled, just pour this on. So just to cover it, not too much because it will be runny as fuck. And then you're just gonna mix it all together. You can see this. Might need a little bit more water. I'm not used to these big bowls. Yeah, I used the smooth chocolate protein, caramel dark chocolate. Oh, tastes absolutely banging. As you can see, it's all coming together now. I call it the slurge. Get that dark chocolate to melt in there. As you can see, it's all starting to come together now. Probably looks like shit, but honestly, I could eat this every single meal. I don't struggle with it all. Chop them strawberries up, get them juices flowing. Oh, so yeah, that is how you do it. Beautiful. Big hefty bowl, banana, black coffee. Sorted. So that's meal one. Pre-workout, we're gonna go hit the gym, and then we're gonna be back for meal two. The lighting in there did not do it justice. Look at that. Beautiful. Oh, I miss these big bowls. So we just pulled up at the gymnasium. Totham's. Let's get it. training box stuff. Just finishing up 25 minutes walking, post weights, post posing. Not a bad session to be fair. Still in a bit of a prep hole, the energy's still a bit 50-50. Shit still feels heavy, but it's nice to get a little bit of a pump and feel better for actually training instead of just coming in and just ticking the box like I have been for the past month. The last bit of prep where food's super low, so yeah, it's nice to actually come in with some energy, get a decent pump, but still, body's still fucked at the minute. I need to just ease my way in, not go too crazy too soon, so I didn't go too crazy today with the weights. Still feels heavy, so ease my way back up while my body's still kind of sensitive in a way. So yeah, good session all in all. I'm gonna head back and get meal 2. Right guys, meal 2. We're back from the gym, so I'm gonna quickly chef this up, put it in the oven, and I'm gonna get a shower quickly. So we're gonna go for this whole bag of potato, so 500 gram of potato. That's why I buy these miniature ones, come in 500 gram, like 79p as well, decent. So that whole bag. Fish, frozen. I was buying fresh, and that was fucking expensive. So frozen fish, kilo, exactly the same macros, was like a £5 for a kilo, and then for 250 gram, £5, fresh. No brainer. And then, so 300 gram of fish, and then organic rice cakes with honey, so 4 rice cakes and honey. So before, when I was on prep, well, in my diet phase, I was having 300 gram of fish, and then 3 rice cakes, and like 20 gram of honey. So now we're adding a whole 500 gram potato on top of that. So much better. But yeah, I'm gonna quickly chef this up. I'm gonna show you it once I've prepped it, and then we'll go from there. So yeah, 500 gram of white potato, 300 gram of white fish, and then 4 rice cakes and 20 honey. Let's go. Yes guys, so out on the second walk of the day. Just done some client work on the laptop, and now we're just finishing the last steps off. It's about 4 o'clock now, so we're getting them done before it starts getting dark, which is shit when it gets dark early. But yeah, I'm just gonna run through like about the reverse diet, and the best way to do it, and what not to do, and what I've seen a lot of people do, and what I've done myself in the past. So this is why I'm doing it this way now, because I've been there, I've done it, and I've learned from it. So when you're in a harsh deficit for a long time, your hormones are going to be down, testosterone is going to be down, mood's going to be low, energy's going to be low, training's going to be shit, sleep's probably going to be shit, zero sex drive. All that stuff happens when you're in a very harsh deficit for a long time. So the reverse diet phase, when you start pushing in food, those things obviously go back up, and that's what we want. We want your hormones to increase, so testosterone will go up, energy will go up, training performance will rise, sleep will improve, sex drive will come back. All these things will come back from taking your food up, and that's exactly what we want. But we have to do it properly. A lot of people, they'll just eat a load of shit, like post diet phase, post photo shoot, whatever, post show. Like I've been there. I've ate a load of shit for a couple of days, and then it spiraled. And all you're doing by smashing a load of shit and a load of sugar is sending your cravings even wilder. And that's what you don't want. So by keeping everything whole food, not smashing a load of sugar, regulates that hunger, regulates that cravings. So your fucking insulin isn't going fucking wild all the time, and your cravings aren't going wild. But yeah, I've been there where I've smashed it for like a week, 10 days of just fucking eating shit because I can, because the goal's done. And then, I'm bulking now, I can eat what I want. And all that happens from that is you're gonna gain a shit ton of water, a shit ton of weight, You're gonna feel shit, your digestion goes to shit, and you just end up ruining your bulking phase. You end up having to pull back because you've gained so much weight and so much water before you can then go back up again. So doing it this way, like now, yeah, at the weekend I've had a pizza, I've had some cookies because Ivy made me some cookies because that's all I was really craving. Then we went out for a family meal to an Italian. Other than that, I've been on plan throughout the day, and then I've had those meals at night. Not really had any other cravings. I've got my cravings out the way with. Because I'm keeping it all whole food and I'm not spiking a load of sugar in, I'm not sending my fucking cravings wild. So now, by doing everything whole food and clean food, I feel a lot better. I've not got loads of fucking, not holding a shit ton of water, all that stuff, but all my hormones and everything I want to come back up, I've come back up the right way. And I'm gonna stay a lot leaner by doing it this way. My digestion is going to be a lot better because of it as well, and that just means I can start pushing my food up higher without my digestion going to shit. And that's the good thing about whole food, like everything sits well. So yeah, that's what you want from a reverse phase. Yes, enjoy a few treats, but don't be a dickhead about it. So the best thing you can do is just increase the foods that you've been already eating for the whole diet phase. That's exactly what I'm doing, but just adding in more whole food. And that is the best way without gaining a shit ton of water and a shit ton of unnecessary weight. And you're just going to have such a much better bulking phase, off season, whatever you want to call it, muscle building phase, because of that. Because the longer you stay a lot more insulin sensitive, you're going to be able to shut all the food down a lot quicker. So more of it's going to go to protein synthesis and muscle glycogen as opposed to fat storage when your body is a lot more insulin sensitive. So yeah, bear that in mind. Have a few treats post diet, but get back on your plan as soon as possible. Increase your food to a good amount, and trust me, you'll feel so much better than just slamming down a load of shit constantly. But yeah, we're nearly finished the walk now, so we're gonna get back for meal 3 and then take it from there. Right, you're back for meal 3. You guessed it. It's another bowl of oats and another banana. Shock. But no, this one's slightly different. So this time we've just got 100 gram of oats, 10 gram of dark chocolate. We've got 20 honey again, 30 jam again, 80 whey, and 100 strawberries, and then a banana. So not as much fats in this one. So yeah, that is the only change. But again, another meal I know sits really, really well, and it does the job. So that is meal 3. Right, you're back with meal 4. You guessed it again, more potatoes. So yeah, another 500 gram white potato and another 300 gram of fish. So it might seem quite repetitive, but I'm eating for a purpose at the end of the day, and I enjoy the meals I'm eating. So the reason I'm going for white potato is because it's high volume. Like, you get a shitload for the amount of calories that it is. And that's what you want when you are in a reverse phase where hunger is gonna start spiking up. So if I can fill myself up with higher volume foods like potato, rice cakes, oats, stuff like this, it's gonna help the goal at the end of the day. So I realized last time I didn't show you actually what I put on my potato. So I put on black pepper, pink salt, and then this is the magic sauce, garlic in white wine vinegar. Oh, beautiful. So what I do, and if you can see this, so get a little scooper, and then, oh, I can smell it already. And you just wanna drizzle it over so the garlic comes out. And this is what makes it juicy as well. So we're just gonna smother a load over, Trust me, when you're cooking this, you can smell it, and it smells beautiful. Little drizzle here. Then we add black pepper. And then pink salt. And there you have it. That's how you make them. Beautiful. So yeah, exactly the same meal, just minus the rice cakes in this one. So yeah, another good whole food meal. Right, last meal going down. It's what I always have. It's what I had all the way through prep as well. 300 gram of Greek yogurt and 100 gram of strawberries. So yeah, that's the only meal that stayed the same from my prep diet to the reverse diet currently. But yeah, so obviously a bit of a shift in calories with the meals. So obviously we went through a couple of meals. Meal 3, where I have the oats now, that was just 300 gram of fish. And then meal 4, where I was having fish and potato, that again was just 300 gram of white fish. And then I'd have Greek yogurt and berries before I went to bed. So a bit of a difference from kind of the last 3 weeks of prep diet to the reverse diet. So the calories that I'm on now, currently, obviously this food isn't very high for me. 4,045 calories to be precise. Protein is 307 gram. Carbs are 575 gram. Fats, 56 gram. So as you can see, the protein is nice and high to keep me as full as possible whilst the hunger kicks in. You'll always find it after the diet, your hunger will get worse. So keeping the food with as much volume foods and then keeping your protein nice and high massively helps with that. Carbs are also obviously pretty high, decent amount now, which is good, which is going to help with energy, workouts, all that sort of stuff. Pumped in the gym, all that good stuff. And then the fats are nice and low. So I do this with all of my clients, high protein, high carb, low fat diet. It's how I structure all of my diets for myself and for my clients. So yeah, that is a full rundown of my current reverse diet. I know it's pretty repetitive, might seem pretty boring to some, but it gets the job done for what the goal is right now. Obviously, as we go down the line, only doing 5 meals at the minute. I'll probably add an additional meal in. I am getting a bit hungry in the evening, so I'll probably add another meal in between meal 4 and meal 5 and just keep my yogurt and berries just pre-bed, just before I go to bed. Probably smash in another meal as I take food higher. So yeah, but no rush at the minute. Not crazy hungry at the minute, so it's all good. But yeah, that is full day of eating on the current reverse diet. Obviously, as food goes higher, I will do another video as we go deeper into the off season, but we're not going to go crazy because we're going to probably be prepping again around January, Feb. So not long at all to take food high and just keep body composition as good as we can at the minute until we start the prep for the show early next year again. So yeah, that's where we're at. I hope you enjoyed, and I will catch you in the next one.